We have learned more about the indictment of Donald Trump in the last 24 hours, and two things are becoming very clear from what we've learned and what we've seen. First, these charges are very grave, and secondly, the evidence of his guilt, at least at this look, is overwhelming. We've also saw a third thing, which is the Republican Party has continued to support Donald Trump. And much of the punditry and the journalists have been asking questions like, how will this affect the Republican primary? Can Trump get reelected? What happens if the trial occurs in the middle of the general election? All of these are important questions. The first one, not so much. We know this helps Trump in the Republican primary. But I want to ask another question I think is more important, which is, how do we move forward as a functioning unitary state? And I mentioned this a little bit yesterday, but I want to flesh this out. When 40% of the people rally behind someone who has so clearly broken the law, so clearly stolen documents, sought to hide them from the federal government, and that we are now learning that these documents were very important and had bearing on national security. How do we move forward when 40% of the country and one of our major political parties sees all this, sees the same overwhelming evidence that we can see, and they conclude that the problem is that one side is weaponizing the Justice Department? This is not the foundation of a functioning country. This is the foundation of a country that is teetering on collapse, not today, not tomorrow, but over the next decade or so. Unringing this bell that is the Trump-fascist movement, is going to be extremely difficult, and the last 48 hours have made that even more true.